Hello and welcome back to the shop. Today I want to show you a new tool I've just bought. Quite a few people have these in the workshops, and it was suggested to me by a friend down at the Severn Valley Railway, one of our group, one of the 82045 lads. He's got a small one and he uses it to good effect with his model engineering projects and general sort of things in his workshop. So I thought I would get one, and I picked it up yesterday. I'm just going to move out the way and you'll see it behind me on the bench. A belt sander, and it's got one of them disc sander things at the side. I wasn't interested in that, I was interested in this here. Quite a nice little unit made by a company called Sealy. I think, believe it or not, it's actually made in China. That's a surprise, isn't it? Right. I've done one or two little modifications to it. I wasn't happy with some of the fasteners and things, so I've replaced them with some good quality ones. There's a clamp here for the pivot that allows that to drop down at the back, and there should be a square nut underneath which locks in the pocket, and it well, it just wasn't working, to say the least. So I made a new one for that there. But all in all, I tried it out yesterday. It seems to be working okay. The only problem I have with it is it's got no guard here. You want a guard from here to there. So what's happening when you're standing in front, you're grinding something, all the grit is hitting you in the face. That's not good. I wondered if there was like an outlet thing here. Let me turn it around. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Just move you down. There you go. Can you see now? You can see the little outlet here. This is for the dust to come out, but I wondered if there's like an extraction unit that you can get that sits here that draws the dust out. Because dust goes everywhere, it's got grinding dust everywhere on it. And they haven't done much grinding on it either, so I need to look at that. If I can get something that just fits on there, a little unit or something like that, it'll be great. But the interesting thing is virtually no grit comes out of that, so you'd have to suck it out. So that, for me, is something to look at for the future. I'm just going to bring it back out. Keep going the wrong way, don't I? There you go. So we've got this, an extraction unit. We've got a guard here which stops the stuff from hitting your head, which it was doing yesterday. And the other thing was the sanding wheel on the side here. You'll see it's got no sanding disc on anymore. I had to take all this off because the belt wasn't on. The belt had come off the pulleys. When I switched it on first time yesterday, nothing was happening. I thought, oh right, okay, let's have a look. So to get this backing disc off, the steel disc off here, that the sanding disc fits to, you've got to take the cap screw out here, but the sanding disc covers the whole wheel. So I started digging in there and ferging around. Next thing you know, you rip the thing. I thought, well, I might as well take it off. So I had to take it off. Now it's got the sticky shite on here. I've got to try and get that off. I'll probably get some paraffin or some petrol or something. Get that off. But anyway, you strip that off and you put the belt back on. It's a tooth timing belt. But I wasn't never intended to use this. What I wanted this machine for was for the belt, and I like it in that position. You can drop it down through 90 degrees so it's horizontal, or whatever angle you want. So you can sit things on and do your grinding like that. I like using it like that because you approach the work like this, so if you've got a piece of bar or something you want to grind the end of it, you're coming at it at 90 degrees, which would be better. So if that was horizontal, just think about it, if that was horizontal, you're not going to come at it with a bar like that, are you? That's crap, that is. You want to approach it like that. But anyway, there you are. It's a nice little unit. It does work. It does a job. I'll bring you in and just show you what's what when it's working. I just want to move this. It is quite heavy. It is quite heavy. Weighs a bloody ton. That's a little fence for angles, that is. Let's, I'm going to move my tea. It does produce a lot of grit, you see, so if we had an extraction unit that would probably help in suppressing it. I don't want a lot of grit in my workshop. Put my goggles on. These are proper grinding goggles. I think the EN 166B. Is there somewhere? I think where now? Not important anyway. I know the proper grinding goggles. And I'm going to put my earmuffs on as well. You could put your mask on. The problem with masks is you put them on and your goggles steam up because the air, the breath comes out underneath and into your goggles. So that's not the use for ornament. But it is quite noisy. So I'll put my earmuffs on. I've got a piece of steel here I was using as a bit of a test piece. I'm going to bring you around the side so you can see what's going on. Right, let's just test this little unit. Well, there you go. It does the job. That's all that matters. Right. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact the supplier about this guard at the top here, which I believe should be there. I'm going to ask them about an extraction unit we mentioned on the side. I'm going to mention this to them here. See what they say. That's not important for me because I don't protect the wheel on the side I'm pointing at now. Let me just show you. There you go. Can you see the wheel there? The sanding disc's gone now. I'll ask them what they think about that. I don't personally need to use that for a sanding disc. This table would set up around the side here and I'd be able to use it. Because what I'm going to do with this machine is I'll use it on here. It's a great place to use it on this table. It's lower down than the benches, so it means that this is a much more comfortable position to work in. Well, actually I don't need a sanding disc there, but we need that disc to act as a flywheel, so we've got some inertia in the system. I'm more concerned about the belt guard and the extraction unit. I don't want grinding dust all over my workshop. Getting stuck in the beds and all kinds of things, and the ways and stuff like that. But anyway, you see just doing them little bits there, it's cut a lot of material off there. You've got a lot of swarf around here. grit. And a lot of grit comes off the belt as well. I don't think the belt's brilliant quality, although it obviously does the job. I have got some other belts. Well, there you are, there's our little belt sander. At least I've got the machine, it can do a nice sort of job. I like the idea of it, just putting them radii on the corner, it rolls them around beautifully. But for cleaning up, bits of bar, bits of tube, whatever it is, sanding things like this, taking off burrs, all that kind of thing, this is a great little device. If I can just sort out this dust extraction, the guard, and just clarify what I'm going to do with that wheel on the side there, I think this will be great. And what I'll do is I'll just park this here for the time being. Then when I want to weld on the bench, I'll move this and put this on the bench over in the corner by the Morton tool and cutter grinder. Just store it there. It is quite a heavy unit though, this is. You want to keep picking it up if you can help it. But anyway, there we are. Nice little addition to the shop. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.